Hey guys, how you doing? Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. I'm going to be conducting a daily energy reading for the collective, so please be advised to take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So I hope you guys are doing really well, you're taking care of yourselves. We are leaving the Cancer season behind and we are heading into the Leo season. So, lots of things, hot things, fiery things are going to be taking place. So I was getting for summoners, I've got the okay. So guys, I was just shuffling the deck because I was actually going to mention about some kind of confrontation. It's something with this magician in the reverse and the sun up. This is about some kind of exposure, but it's also giving me like it's almost as if like this has to be faced, this has to be dealt with. This magician being in reverse is something that is being exposed, lit up, confronted, kind of thing. Okay. Now, this can be something personal, as I said, take whatever comes as a, with a pinch of salt with these readings, any readings anybody does, because it may or may not actually turn out this way. But it just feels as if like there's going to be some kind of confrontation, something that is, and it's quite major, it's quite a big deal, with this magician in the reverse and, the sun card is there. Somebody was trying to do something and they're being seen. All right, so let's get into this reading and see what comes out. As usual, this is just timeless as well, and whatever I just said as the downloaded message may or may not play out in the reading. Okay, so let's just go and see what's happening. We've got the Seven of Wands in the reverse. We have got the Page of Swords. Okay. Oh, got the Five of Wands. We've got the Nine of Swords. We've got the Three of Swords. Okay. Oh, got the Devil. I was actually going to say that you may need to just, because the thing is, it feels as if someone's back is against the wall and there's nowhere else to really kind of go. And you're gonna have to sort of like, like when they say like you're gonna have to come out sort of like fighting, because I feel that this Page of Swords, there's a lot of things that's going on here, and the card under the bottom of the deck being the Devil card especially. One thing that came in, or two things that came in, was monitoring spirit. Okay. And it could have been creating a lot of disruption, obviously. They try to, but I feel that you need to kind of like, whoever this is for, this needs to be addressed. That you need to kind of stand up and really put this kind of negative energy firmly in its place. Firmly in its place, because I do feel that it's trying to, whatever this is, again, I'll just say, take what resonates. Say it's as if it's really trying to create this really low vibrational frequency, very negative energy around. Now, normally, the thing is, when it comes to, I don't like to spiritually bypass anything. Okay, so if this reading feels too negative, then click off. This reading isn't going to be for you, because if you're not ready to face any kind of fears that you've got going on, there's not, I can't really, that's going to be down to you to decide. But if you are ready, and if you're just fed up, if you're just tired of this kind of energy that's sort of like prowling itself around, like some kind of creep, then rise up, stand up, and just knock it the fuck out of the way. Because it's really trying its hardest to kind of keep you bound in this energy. It prefers to see you like this instead of like if this card was in the upright position. So I really feel that things need to be really and firmly, addressed here. this spiritual warfare isn't just, it's attacking everybody, everywhere, everything, every little orifice. Nowhere is immune to it. And, you know, as I said, your daily shielding is important. It's not just about being all love and light and happy campers and, oh, let's have fun and life is all about fun and shit like that. Well, yeah, it is to a certain extent. But when you know that you're dealing with a situation where you're in a damn spiritual war, galactic war, and it's been raging for hundreds of thousands, if not millions, billions of years, you know, and this is really the last stand. This is it. This is it. Then are you going to stand up, be a warrior, light warrior, however you want to put yourself as, or just being courageous enough to really put this negative, low vibrational energy in its place? Stand up and be sovereign again? Or are you going to be in this energy where it's going to be creating more fear around your life, more misery, and of course, feeding off of your energy, looshing off of you? You know, the choice really and truly is down to the individual now. You know, this isn't where this planet isn't just full of children only. There's big people, there's adults here that are acting so, one minute they want to act all tough, but when things sort of hit the fan and they cower, they can't take it, they can't handle it, and it just opens the doorway for more of these negative entities to come through. And sometimes it's the ego side within you, it's that distorted side within you as well, that can be creating these negative thoughts and things. And you really and truly have to rise up and just put that disgusting negative energy back in its place. This is about coming out from being polarized back into unity consciousness. And that is, I tell you, it feels as if it's much more harder than forgiving somebody. It's that very, very hard. It's one of the hardest things to do. You know, so it's like there's no more excuses. There's no more time left. I just feel, especially with the way I had the Seven of Wands is, and this energy here, this Page of Swords is not acting on its own. You are being monitored. You're being seen. You're being looked at, watched. And then on another side, this Page of Swords is where you have to discover your inner strength. You need to discover your power and put this bastard away. Okay? These, for some who are going through this and they know exactly what I'm talking about, you know, if you've been really working on it and, you know, you're feeling the changes, because obviously we've got like a lot of these, you know, very much powerful changes that's happening, coming in from the sun. The you know, magnetic field is being, you know, really getting some powerful energy coming from the sun. They're trying everything they can do to block out the sun. You know, it's a constant battle. All right. So, you know, it's time. It really is time to do this. You know, you don't really have much anywhere, you know, anything else to do but just really stand up and fight. The Seven of Wands being in reverse. Let's just expand on this reading and see what this is about. The Seven of Wands, please. We have got the Two of Pentacles being in the reverse. This is how it wants to keep you. Defenseless, you know, ungrounded, fearful. And then you've got this Nine of Swords there as well, an upright position. Right? Really and truly, like, and then with this Five of Wands as well, conflicted and dramas. If this is in the form of people, you're going to have to set your boundaries at, like, as if you are, like, Fort Knox. You're going to have to just go hard and heavy and be very friendly but firm. You know, if you can do it, you can do it. If you can't do it, damn well say that you can't do it. Because you've got other things that you've got going on. You've got other priorities. This is not priority for me right now. Can you not handle it yourself, or can you not ask somebody else? I'm unable to do this. Doesn't mean that you're being a bitch by saying it. It's just that you know your limits and you know your boundaries, and also you know that someone's about to cross the line. They want to cross the line with you. The hell is this Page of Swords about? We have got the Six of Wands upright. They feel that they've got victory over you. And this kind of energy, because it's pertaining to this Page of Swords, and you've got the Five of Wands and all that, this is giving me someone who's very egotistical. I'm hearing borrowed powers, borrowed energy, borrowed abilities. Remember, this is a little page. This is a little page. This isn't like coming off as a king energy. This is a page. This is somebody that can easily be surmounted, like put in their place. So it's not like, it's almost like the fear thing, face everything and rise, or, false evidence appearing real. Tell me about what the Five of Wands is about, please. We've got the Tower card. This can either, this goes both ways. This can either be where they least expect this sudden burst of defiance and resilience from yourself, or this is what they're coming to do to you. And you've got two options. You're going to have to stand there and take it, or take it lying down, or you're going to have to stand up and just whack them with whatever energy that you've got. Just tell them where to get off. The Nine of Swords, what's stressing is the fact that it's coming for your inner peace. The Queen of Pentacles to me represents like your home life. You as a person, you needing to prepare yourself, worried, am I going to be able to, withstand this? Am I going to be able to survive through this? Okay, this is what will be stressing, living expenses or the lifestyle, and obviously, being able to deal with certain people. The Three of Swords in the reverse, what is this about? Yeah, they really want to have you in this energy of being poverty minded, feeling that, helpless, abandoned. This is what they want to try to make you have. So they're trying to drag you down from the Queen of Pentacles, and you're sliding right down into the Five of Pentacles, so that, and then even further, like you've got the Two of Pentacles there in the reverse. So you're just hopeless. You don't have nobody around you. It's either you've been, they want you isolated, no one to support you, so that they can have easier access to you. Okay, underneath the bottom of the deck, we have got the Nine of Swords in reverse. This is how you have to flip this around. You have to flip this around. You have to act in defiance now. I just want to get a couple of cards before I close this reading out. I want to get a couple of cards for the Seven of Wands. We've got the Fool card in the reverse. We've got the Page of Discs in the reverse. We've got the Ace of Swords upright. So I do feel that this is where I just wanted to, expand on the Seven of Wands. You need to have, clarity here and be able to be powerful enough to go toe to toe with this person and put them in their place, as I said, because you have got something new. There's a new beginning that's coming up, and this is all really and truly to do with the ending of what we're going through, what's happening. Okay, you're closing out a major cycle here. You're about to begin a new one, and it's always the way. Whenever you are closing out a chapter in your life, a cycle in your life, you always find that it like for most people, it can be so hard. It can be like an epic battle to just close out a cycle. This could be about you closing a job, finishing a relationship, or whatever the case may be. But if you've always had a lot of like troubles around, where you might have had like really difficult people, or like, things not really feeling like they're going right for you, it's because you've had so much negative energies that's coming at you, a lot of toxicity. And I do sense that for some, if not for many, there have been I see a lot of holes in your auric field that need to be filled in, plugged in. So this needs to be, I'm hearing it sort of like as a, like a Kung Fu master, Shaolin master, you have to really and truly spiritually train yourself to become much more spiritually stronger, so that you will be able to withstand this energy. And this is something that you will be able to learn about and master eventually. Okay, if you add the Page of Discs, there's a page there, or even say the Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, sorry, the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, that would give the Eight of Pentacles. So there's mastery there. This Page of Pentacles can then be something that you would have learned and mastered, but you're going to have to deal with, like, you're going to have to figure that out, whether, and decide whether or not you're worth, you are worth the battle, or you're going to allow this energy to continue to consume you. These low vibrational entities are praying and counting that you don't make it. But you have to make sure that you are in a position where you are also praying and counting on yourself to make it. You've got the Fool card right there. So it's not meant to say that there's no option here, and this Ace of Swords is your weapon. So something to think about. Anyway, let me close out this reading with the Inner Temple Oracle. I just heard stand up and be counted or be afraid. Okay. The first card that pops up we have got is plenty. Okay, so you're not in scarcity, you're not in lack energy, you're in abundance mode. Think of this and align this with the Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay, you have everything that you need to move forward. Okay. The next card that I've got for you is Soul Retrieval. And I do feel that there's where, to me, this feels as if all those pieces of you, pieces of the energies that have been sort of like being taken from you. Okay, this is where you need to call your power back. It says soul retrieval, but to me this is like power retrieval, calling back your power and sealing up your auric fields so that you are never going to be penetrated like that again, spiritually, energetically. Okay. The next card that I've got is the Seen. See them for who they are. And I do feel that as the veil thins even more, okay, for those who have the eyes to see, you're going to start seeing a lot of things, like a lot of them. And if you can see them, and they know that you can see them, okay, this is where you need to get real brave and very, very powerful to deal with them, okay, really and truly. The next card that I've got for you is the Beauty Way. This is what they're after. To me, this represents this beauty way. This represents what it is that they want from you, so that you are sucked dry, and then you are in, like, they want you like to go from this to this, and if like this is to me like representing unity, balance between your inner feminine, inner masculine energies. But because of this devil energy, okay, they want you separated, so this becomes barren, separated even further, like destroyed. Okay. The next card that I've got, freedom. Fight for your freedom. Fight for it. Don't let anybody have an overhead over you and keep you down. It really is and truly, like, this is your last stand. Like, I'm getting like Custer's last stand. If you guys know of Custer, Custer's last stand, if not, Google it. But they fought to the end. I mean, I know it's based on, but what I'm getting at, the fact that somebody who knew that, there was nowhere else to run, what are you going to do? Stand up and rise, or, fall down. And then the card underneath the bottom of the deck is Chamber of Soul Contracts. So I do feel, this is what I'm saying, like, you're coming out from one thing, and this can also be about you sort of like release and breaking soul contracts as well, moving away from that. I'm a bit sort of like dicey with the soul contracts energy mindset, but you can write your own. You can do something in yourself. You can create your own declaration. Right now, doesn't have to be, oh, I'll do it next week, I'll do it next month, and, or for my New Year's resolution. That you do this now. It's very important, all right? Because your soul depends on this, okay? Your soul depends on you getting out from this. Anyway, guys, this is what I've got. Thank you so much for watching this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Take care.